we have deep technical knowledge and we have a lot of broad business knowledge. And our approach is to try to bring those things together.
There's like the HR or talent experience team, and then there's the IT team, and they're always butting heads like this. Prime for siloed people, cliques, and people talking around each other, and there being rumors, so it doesn't feel like a cohesive team a lot of the time.
The team that's focused solely on traditional IT is not positioned well to help with how technology could be more strategically used in the business, right? They care about desktop support and making sure that the network is secure.
Giving them a tool doesn't make someone successful. Being able to use that tool to solve a business problem is what makes them successful.
Where we tend to focus is kind of that layer above, where we try to take all of those technology and those tools that you have as an organization and help you leverage them at that business user level so that you're effectively accomplishing your mission in the most efficient way possible.
Because you want every employee, from a person who's managing an office all the way to somebody out in the field or even executive level, you want all of them to be working together.
How do we optimize them? How do we bring them into a technology world where it can do things for us instead of relying on a manual process?
What I care about is that you have the right tool for the job. And so to that end, we're gonna evaluate that and tell you, no, don't do it with that tool. If you're able to use technology more effectively, the people that are supposed to be focused on the mission of the organization can actually do more missional things because the tech is handling the rest.
Having a successful outcome of the project, there's no question that we're going to do everything we can to make that happen. We set ourselves up as an organization that is our focus. That's our guiding light. And so it pervades everything we do. Bulb Digital helps organizations transform their business using technology.
We help businesses use technology better so that their people work better together.
Everybody, welcome. This is a big moment for us. We hit this is 50 episodes of our Make Others Successful podcast. We decided to do something a little bit different this month. We said, what if we did a live stream version of it? And we are already experiencing the effects of live stream people. Normally we can cut this stuff out, but we said, let's just lay it all out there and be live and talk to people and do a live version of the podcast. So we have some fun activities planned. It's going to follow a slightly different format than before. We have a special guest joining us. We have some giveaways. We're trying to make this a little bit of a celebration and a little different episode today. So if you're listening to this later, you're missing out because we're going to be doing giveaways throughout. If you are joining us, we're streaming this to YouTube and our membership community. If you're joining us, why don't you just send an emoji, your favorite emoji, or say hello, or share where you're joining from. We'd love to just pause and say hi and see where everyone's at. And I'm with Matt and Mike today. You guys want to say hello?
Yeah, hello, happy 50.
Hey, everybody.
This almost lined up with their 50th birthdays, but we couldn't quite swing it.
Not even close.
You're supposed to pretend it's closer.
It's wishful.
Oh, I'm
wishful
supposed to
thinking.
pretend it's closer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
next
mean, we
week.
might as well be 50.
Yeah.
Well, we were just talking about your beard being white and getting older.
But what
It happens.
What is relevant, though, is we are right on the cusp of hitting 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think we're like
500 or something, or less.
Yeah, 500 or 600 away, something like that. So if you're watching and you don't subscribe, what if we hit 50,000 on this stream, you guys? Let's have a
pizza party,
a stream, or a subscriber marathon right now.
Yeah. We're not going to get off until we get to 50,000.
Invite everybody to get us to 50,000. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to think about anything else we need to cover.
We got some people talking to us already. We got some people from Italy.
South Dakota, Iowa.
Yeah, some people we know already from South Dakota, from in a car driving to Iowa. So welcome, everybody.
Love it. Cool. Yeah. What do you guys think about getting to 50 episodes?
I think it's a little bit of a labor of love. I think I am very appreciative that we've stuck to it. Good things come out of consistency and doing it again and again and again. We get better at it, and we learn a lot through it, and I think that's one of the biggest things for me.
The number of months has a bigger impact for me, right? Like, that means 50 months.
Right. 4 years.
4 years. That's a lot. It's longer than I thought we were doing it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like we've been doing it that long.
Yeah.
Which kind of goes to what you're saying, like when it's a habit, when it's a thing that you start, hey, we're going to be doing that every month. You put a system around it. It just becomes a thing you're going to do, which is good in a lot of ways.
I just remembered, Cam, I think I forgot to hit record on my phone. Can you just make sure that's hit? We got multiple
live.
cameras here, you guys. Super fancy. Yeah, the 48 months, but 4 years. So we started this in fall of 2020 because we started our YouTube channel that summer.
Yep.
And then a few months later, we were like, let's make a podcast.
Let's do a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're getting to, we have someone from the UK too. Hello. I feel like we're getting to the spot of, I used to be able to have like a Rolodex in my brain of, here's all of our different topics, and here's
you can't do it anymore.
Which podcast to listen to for this thing, and I can't do that quite.
I can remember whether or not we've talked about it on a podcast, but I don't remember what podcast or what the exact details of what we were talking about were. So I'm like, oh, I know we did one on this,
Right.
but I don't know what it is.
Wow, that's a bit of a shocker.
Oh, come on now.
It's not in Matt GPT.
It's in there to go look.
Yes, you can retrieve facts. Yeah.
It's a source.
Yeah. So, are there any on that topic? Are there any topics you remember talking about that you think of highly that you're like, you think people should go listen to? If this is their first episode, this is not a good representation of our podcast. But
Nope.
If you want to listen back, is there anywhere you would point people?
I mean, the big thing that I would go back to is some of the ones I've heard people really find valuable. Some of the conversations about intranets, some of the costing. Like, we're pretty open about, pricing and how you should think about consultants and how you should think about, just raw business things. And I think a lot of those have really helped a number of people.
I think like the build versus buy conversation was a good one, right?
That's a
When you're
great
thinking
example,
about software that you need to run your business, and how to justify cost for whatever that thing is. I think that was a good one. That one, I think, impacted a bunch of folks.
Yeah.
I think some of the other ones that I have appreciated the most have been the Bulb Gals podcasts, where they've talked about communication and kind of breaking down some of the barriers in organizations so that communication flows a bit more freely, and some of the methods like topic-based communication and why it's effective and stuff like that. I've gotten a lot out of their perspective on this world.
Yeah, I just remembered, Cam, we should throw up our little giveaway, little display. If you want to join the giveaway for either a course or some swag that we're going to be doing later, there's a command that's going to show up on your screen. So it says type !join to join the random draw. So in chat, you can just type in join and you'll be entered to win our giveaways.
Exclamation join.
Right?
Excellent. Isn't that what I said?
The last time you said it, you said type join,
Right.
but it's exclamation
Yeah.
join, right? Okay.
Exclamation join. That's how they do it in the YouTube world.
Yeah.
Do they say exclamation or do they say bang?
Bang.
Bang join.
Bang join.
I don't know.
That's a techie thing.
Yeah. So I was just going to look. We do have some stats of which ones have been the most
viewed?
popular.
Oh, really?
So of all time, episode breakdown of all time. So the top listened to, oh my gosh, of course it's sorted. There we go. The first place, by quite a long shot, is redefining workplace communication, the shift from person-based to topic-based.
Topic-based communication.
That's a good one.
So that's been a big one that we have heard it resonates with folks, helps them think in a different way. So if you're wondering where to start on a new episode, maybe that's a good one to go. Second,
One of our favorite topics.
yeah. Second is my M365 is changing. Here's what it means for you.
Oh, yeah.
So we got like the more tool-based episode, and then it kind of becomes a wash after that, but it was the foundations of productivity, projects, processes, and people was
The third.
next
That,
one.
I like that one. That was a good one. I remember enjoying that discussion.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another kind of interesting line of thinking that we have seen people get frustrated by when they're using these tools. Let's see. If you're just joining us, I'll make note of the command up in the top right of the screen. If you do !join, you can join our giveaway for our swag. And let's see, what do we want to do next? We have a few questions that people submitted ahead of time. If you're not on our newsletter, we have a newsletter that we send out every Thursday with some actionable insights that you can keep up to date on what's going on in our world and hear from us regularly. In that, we announced the fact we were going to do this stream, and then we said, hey, what if we did an Ask Me Anything? So I want to encourage questions. If you've been wondering anything about us, we're basically going to do an Ask Me Anything. So anything's on the table, ask us whatever questions you have, and I'll go through some of the pre-submitted ones, and we'll get to the other ones as they come in.
Yeah, so post your questions in chat.
Yeah. Let's see. So the first one is please hold. First one is, this is from Corey. He says, I've learned that you should not manage tasks out of an email inbox. What does the team at Bulb use to manage tasks? An app, software, pen, paper? Thanks. You're probably the worst person to ask this question of, because I know your answer. Why don't we start with you?
With me?
And then we'll go to Matt.
I would say it depends on what I'm doing. So a lot of the project work that I do, it's DevOps. That's actually a preferred tool. I love DevOps for task management when it comes to building software or building apps. But aside from that, if we don't have something that needs that level of complexity, Planner is a good tool. I'll often use that. I will use To-Do on occasion, if for more personal stuff. But generally, I'm using a task board out of either DevOps or Planner.
Okay. So when you show up to work, where's the first place you look to see what you need to do that day?
DevOps usually,
DevOps.
because that's most of my work right
Yeah,
now.
the primary slug. Yeah. What about you?
So me personally, my tasks are all project related for the most part, project or process related. And if it's project related, it's going to live in the project board or the project space where we're managing tasks for the project. And that's for us a variety of ways. It could be Planner Premium, it could be Planner, it could be an individual task, it could be in some cases that lives in our customer's environment, in some cases that lives in our environment. It really is we're not a good example, is I think the big thing that I would leave people with is because of who we are, we're well adept at using lots of them in concert. And that's doesn't work for people.
The nature
right?
of a consultancy.
It's nature of the work that we do.
Yep.
I think a better example is probably some of our internal things. We just were going through a sales meeting where we were talking about our leads and lead generation. That's all managed in a dedicated platform for
Active
managing our
campaign.
sales stuff, right? And so all of our tasks are built into that for that process, right? Because that's more process related.
Which, because we have the technical skills, I created I don't remember if it's
Workflows
Zapier or Power Automate.
Yeah.
We blur the lines sometimes that when one gets assigned to me, it shows up in my to-do in Microsoft.
Yep.
So it's supposed to flow into this single source of truth, but
Yep. But it's for us, there is no real single source.
I think
that's part of the problem.
The other one that is going unsaid here, and I know it's true for me, I assume it's true for the two of you as well. So much of my day and my week is driven out of my Outlook calendar or my Teams calendar. And
Yeah.
it's like that's how I spend half of my time at least
Yeah.
is in a meeting or doing something that's been scheduled in a calendar.
Or we block out time to work on a particular
And so,
project.
and so that shouldn't be overlooked as a means of managing your time at least.
100%.
Right.
Especially if you're in a scenario like us where we have project-based work. Because when you say you look into DevOps, which DevOps board, right? There's 17, right? What you do is you really go, oh, the priority for today or this moment in time is this project right now. I'm going to go look at the DevOps board for that project because I know I have a meeting for it or I know I have something else. It's very project focused for us. It's highly focused on projects. But we also do stuff in little planner boards for, we have our IP development. So where we're developing stuff like our course and some of the other work and we go through, we have a loop page, a loop workspace that has some associated plans and task boards and stuff that we deal with there. So it is really a variety of places for us in particular, but that's largely because us three in particular are in everything, right?
Yeah.
A lot of other, if we get someone else from the team in here, it might be interesting to hear their answer to it because I think their answers will be a little different.
Yeah. 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 There's for sure a desire to make that simple for the rest of our team.
Yeah.
We sort of
And we
bear
take on the burden.
of,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
And we try to keep people off, 17 projects so they don't have as much of a burden.
yeah. Yeah. So one day maybe we'll figure out how to make it all one.
I question whether or not that's the juice is worth the squeeze in some way, in some cases,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
TBD.
I think eventually that's a place that Copilot's going to help out. Like the
AI,
solution for that problem
Yeah.
isn't going to be one tool. The solution is going to be
What are the
Copilot.
things
What
that
do I need to do today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having it actually have access to everything.
Right.
Because the problem today is, for us, for example, Copilot doesn't have access to certain
Right.
things, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Yeah, so thanks for that question, Corey. We'll go on to our next one from Maurizio. He is joining us on the YouTube, I just saw. So he asked, I will be responsible for training our staff on Microsoft 365, but many colleagues are resistant to change, mainly due to age and longstanding habits. Even when I show clear examples of benefits, they often don't perceive them as real advantages. What practical strategies would you recommend to reduce fear, communicate the benefits effectively, and turn resistance into active engagement? Additionally, what steps would you follow in the training process? In what order would you introduce the different Microsoft 365 applications? 1 minute to Matt Dressel, go. Otherwise, he'll go for 60.
Yeah. It's a challenge. It all has to do with where you're working from. If you're a business owner or a leader of a group of people, I would set a precedent. We're going to work in this way for a fixed period of time. Then we're going to assess how it went, right? And we're going to execute on this stuff in this format, in this way. We're going to do our best. And then when we get done, we're going to talk about the benefits and the issues and the whatever, and then we're going to try it again. The real thing that you want to break, the mentality shift that you want to make, is that we need to be improving. Not so much that you have to work a certain way right now forever. It's that we can do better. We're going to try to do better. We're all going to work better together. And this is the path that we're going to move forward. So if you're in a leadership position, that's what my recommendation would be. If you're just a person that is part of a team trying to bring this to everyone else, it's a lot harder. But it really comes down to, is there something that you control that you can get a sign off that says you have permissions to make that work a certain way? And if you do, make that work the way that you want, provide documentation, help people understand, and get feedback, right? Your hope is that people who are struggling, you can identify what their problem is and help them, close that gap. Or some people who start loving it, publish it. And once people learn from other people that they like it, they start to go, oh, I guess maybe it is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little momentum that
Yeah,
builds.
it builds.
But yeah, the initial is definitely a big hurdle. The thing that I most often see is folks like yourself come in and say, we want to use these tools better, and I want my team to want to use these tools better. And I'm like, why?
Yeah. What's the problem that you're
Why
trying to
would
solve?
you upset a bunch of people's working habits to do this, and it gets skipped. The whole premise, the why behind it, gets skipped. And if you can't articulate that, you're probably going to struggle because people are just going to look at you as a nuisance.
Like, for example, some customers have been like, we had this event happen and it went horribly, and we think a primary cause of it was this.
Yeah.
Take that moment, stop. Like some people won't recognize it. So the first thing is try to recognize moments like that. Once you recognize it, bring the people together and say, hey, here's a perfect example of what went bad. What could we have done different? Could we have tried this other thing, right? And sometimes it's not that it went bad. Maybe it's that it went how it always goes, right? So, yeah.
Okay. That's good. I think we're going to have enough questions. Like
Live
I want to
questions?
save some too, and we can come back to that one if you
Okay.
want. It's been requested by production that you move your mic down a tiny bit so they can see your face.
Okay. I had moved it down before.
You guys want to see?
Problem is this
see
couch.
mics?
It's a slouch
stuff.
couch.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I got to be like this to really, but then I'm like,
We need an extra pillow behind the back. Yeah.
you mind? Then one of us can at least be
No, it's all right.
sitting upright.
I'll be laying on the floor before the end of this thing.
Let's go to Mitch's question in YouTube here.
Is this a different Mitch?
It's not me.
Okay, you're good. Well, okay.
He asks, what experience in the industry did each of you have before Bulb? What education/training do you have? I'll go first. I come from a computer science background, went to school, got a bachelor's degree in computer science, went into a common like dev shop environment. I think I only worked there for like 9 months before these guys were like, hey, we have too much work. And are you interested in helping us out? And we kind of met through mutual friends and actually family stuff too. So I kind of leapt out of the nest a little bit of safety. I needed to make sure I bought my house
Before you switched, yeah.
because you need like 2 years of, because I came on as contract with these guys 10 years ago, and so yeah, I come from like the typical background of wanting to take things apart and put them together and figure things out, and I applied that at the computer science space, and then have started there, did a lot of tech projects here, and kind of fell in love with the problem of business, figuring business out, and so I've been leaning into that the past couple of years. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Go.
Our story's about the same though.
Very similar.
Matt and I met
They're
each
joined
other
at the hip
Yeah,
since the beginning.
Right, not much space between us. We met in college, actually. When we're in the same computer science program at Grand Valley State University. Props to that university. It was a good place to go learn. We had a friendly competition for grades and everything that we did in college, which was kind of fun. But then I got an internship at a like first real job type of a thing, and then he followed me there shortly after, and that was more or less a consulting style gig, I would say. And we've got some fun stories about that place if you ever want to hear those. But that was kind of a consulting gig, and then we ended up at another consultancy that was a Microsoft partner for another 5 years or so, and then moved into like a product development space. So we were actually focused on a software as a service product that was in the healthcare space, and then started this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only things I would add to what Mike said is like we're, all three of us come from a computer science background. Diving into code, developing code, building products is something that we love doing. But when we started this business, and all through our experience, Mike and I's experience for sure, that is very commoditized. How many lines of code can you build? And it's not. We prefer to deliver stuff that changes people's worlds, and a lot of times you end up in those worlds. It's difficult to position yourself, especially at the size that we were going to be a strategic partner for someone and make a difference in that world. And so that's kind of one of the reasons why you might ask yourself, why are these 3 guys that have an experience in software development, why are they doing what they're doing now? And we still do that, just to be really clear. That is something we definitely do. It is not something we market a ton, mostly because, like I said, we don't want to play the commodity game. But our experience, my experience in particular, with SharePoint and all of that, when we were at the Microsoft partner and even before, we were all about delivering experiences and changing the way they work and how they get work done in their business. Back then, we way more often pulled out the custom development tool. And then when we went to go out on our own, it was right around the same time Microsoft 365 really started to start doing things. And it has been a transformative force. And so it allows us to really get into that, a different type of world and differentiate ourselves, because I think a lot of organizations and a lot of people still don't think that there's value in structuring that appropriately. But we feel pretty strongly that there's huge value people can take. You don't need to go do something custom. You just need to start using the tools a little bit better.
Yeah, that's what we try to help connect the value to the people.
Cool. I am going to have a question for Mike here in a second, but I got to adjust something on the camera. So the question is, how are the bees?
Well, I don't really know. So the bees are put away for the winter. Technically, I moved them into a out of the weather location for the winter months, and I've got 4 hives, or I had 4 hives. I don't know how many I have. I know 2 at least still have bees because throughout the course of the winter they fly out, and the dead ones end up on the ground outside the hive, and I've got that type of activity still going on, so that's
Nice.
a good thing.
Kimberly says, best honey I have ever had. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you still have them in the same spot, or did you move them?
No, I moved them. Now I got the south end of my house, that patio re-poured.
Oh, yeah.
And so I moved them down there because it gets the south-facing sun, and it's actually under cover.
Yeah.
So there won't be any snow buildup or anything like that. Michigan is not an easy place to keep bees.
To keep bees, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I saw Livy called out if you want to join our giveaway. We're going to be doing a giveaway here in just a minute, our first one. So if you want to join that, do !join like you're seeing in chat, and that adds you into a giveaway. We're going to be giving away courses and some swag that Matt is modeling. Well, you guys are both
Yeah, we
modeling.
both
for
got
us.
some.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at you
Yeah, I
guys
got-
go.
He's got the blue, I've got the
what's
black.
wrong with you?
He's
You
got
didn't get the memo.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway.
I got the sweatshirts over there, I think.
He's independent. He does his own thing.
Okay. Let's see, what else? Oh, there was another question from Tanya of, is it hunting season here
Next
yet?
week.
Yeah, it opens on Saturday, so
Technically, it's been open for a while, but
well, gun season
Gun
opens on
season
Saturday.
opens up.
That's yeah. I'm disappearing for a week to go do that. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Trying to catch up, make sure. So a lot of those questions were from our membership community. They're joining us live. We're going to shift gears over into a slightly different chapter here. We're going to do a little special guest who's just joining us. What? And so we're going to say hello. It's been a couple years. So
it's been a while.
yeah, if you guys want to just say welcome to Ashley quick.
Come on in.
Just
Sit down right here.
We're just talking.
Hey.
I just said, hey, come join us for our 50th
Podcast.
podcast episode. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
You got to remember like a fist away from your chin. She's famous. No, I'm saying we didn't even talk to her before this outside of come into the room. Come sit.
So yeah, but that can be better sometimes.
Yeah.
So we can have
Yeah.
candid, yes,
Yeah.
cold conversation, nothing prepared.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So Ashley I wanted to give you an update. You still hold 3 out of 5 of the top viewed videos on our channel.
Yep.
You got knocked out of number 1, but
Yeah.
you're like 2, 3, and 5, and
Yeah.
like so you're still holding your spots.
That is amazing because it's, been a little bit.
Yeah,
Been a while.
yeah, it's been good. But yeah, so everybody, does everyone remember Ashley? Like it's been a little while. You can say hello.
How
We
many
have our
people
little
are
chat.
here? Like, who are we?
I don't know how many people total.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell because we got stuff in multiple locations, but
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but how are things going? When do
Good.
you remember when the last time people saw you was? What it was?
What the topic was or when it was?
What the topic was? What were we talking about?
That's a really good question.
do
I
you?
wonder what my last video was.
Was it the project management?
I think it was too.
It was probably one of those.
Teams for better project management.
I think it was one of the first project management because Emma redid your video about a year later because there were a bunch of new technology stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And is that the one that's the new number 1?
I think so. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I do kind of.
Yeah. You started it. Yeah.
You should definitely get some
Thank
credit for sure.
I did have a little Easter egg that Cam can pull up for us, but I wanted to share a memory that we had with Ashley. This is a picture of her
Oh.
last
my
day in the
gosh.
office. I wanted to document this moment because she was headed in a different direction,
Yeah.
and I said I want to remember this. So I took a picture in the conference room and said, "This is
That is
Ashley's
really funny.
last meeting with us ever."
You
So-
should have
That's a
told me.
good
I would have put
picture.
my leg down. That's a little. That's a little
Yeah,
rough.
there's
Oh, that is
just
funny.
being
It's
comfortable.
it's a little rough for me.
So I
I-
thought you'd enjoy that.
I do. That's a great picture. I love that. I've never seen that. And I do remember it was either one of my last meetings or my last meeting that you weren't actually in as a participant of the meeting, but you came to it. I believe you two were there. And we're like, Mitch, what are you doing here? And you're like, I'm just going to stay for your,
Yeah.
for your last
this is
meeting.
the last meeting.
I'm going to
just,
be here.
I'm just gonna hang out.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
It's yeah.
Maybe it's
yeah,
when that
totally
photo was
sounds like you.
taken.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so what's new? How are things going? Like, what's your world look like right now? Catch us up
My
on the last 3
Professional
years.
world? Yeah. So I guess it's been 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Three.
going on 3
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
3. So, yeah, life's been good, busy. It doesn't really feel like that long.
Yeah. You've been doing quite a bit. You're now like I saw I think you got 1 or 2 job changes in between, like same company, but
Yeah, same company. Now I work for a large distribution company and doing product owner is my position. So started out with a lot of similar, I've always enjoyed project management type work
Yeah.
in the technology space. And yeah, now I'm doing more data warehouse
Yeah.
and reporting and that kind of development, which has been a change. So a little bit different of a skill set that I've had to learn. But yeah, it's been good. Work has been really busy. I would say the switch, like the initial switch, was a little more jarring than anticipated. But I think things have settled and is exciting and fun and going well.
You're not in the Microsoft world anymore, though.
yeah,
I'm
nope.
not in the Microsoft.
You,
Not
have
at
you
all.
been keeping up?
You know, a little bit. I have a little bit. And I do give my current work a hard time because I always, just coming, I mean, we all come from Microsoft in a way because that's
Yep.
what everyone uses.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so I tend to make fun of people that aren't in the Microsoft world and I'll do like compares and contrasts.
Mm-hmm.
So that has been fun. But I would like to, I think some of the tools in the Microsoft space right now are really exciting. So
Yeah.
You're in good company.
I know.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I know there's been a lot of changes because when I was thinking about some of the topics of what my videos used to be
Yeah.
compared to like what they would be now, and like how weird is it to say AI wasn't a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Like it wasn't a thing.
At least,
you know?
at least the AI that we have today, right? It was
Yes.
not at all the same. Yeah.
Yes, and now you're like making videos on Copilot, and
Yeah.
again, wasn't a thing.
Changing very fast.
Changing very fast. Changing very fast.
You use AI daily now?
All the time.
Yeah. Nice.
Yes.
The thing that I am battling with is I use ChatGPT sometimes, and Matt
Okay.
hates it because it's
I do hate
against
it.
his
Oh.
whole ethos of it's not safe, and they're
taking data from us and it's going into the big brain, and we're all just becoming computers. And
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm
Is
just
that
worried
the
about
issue?
it's a security thing, yeah, for sure. Most of it, yeah. Because which we could pay for Pro.
Yeah, and
but
then
we
you get,
don't.
like, your
But
own.
then we already pay for Copilot, so it's like, unless it's really that much better, which in the last 6 months, year, something like that, I would say that they're so much more similar.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. But he also values way more the style and aesthetics and the other things of programs, and he likes targeted apps. He's already still got a third-party thing for emailing. He's got a third-party thing because he just
Mitch
likes his
does?
stuff. Yeah,
I see,
He likes
yes.
his things his way.
Yes.
nothing has changed here. Matt is still the same. He cares about compliance. Mike cares about hardware.
Compliance and security.
And I'm just breaking down whatever walls are put up around me. That's my MO here.
Somebody put Ashley and Emma are doppelgangers.
Yeah.
I have heard that, like, oh, they hired they hired
We
someone
did-
that looks
we
like
did
you
not.
and made similar videos.
We did not. That's not what we did.
That's,
I know, but it's funny. I consider that a compliment.
Yeah. Just a company update a little bit, just so you
Yes.
know. I've been thinking a lot about your last Christmas party with us because we're
Same.
going back to the same spot again this year.
I just heard that from Matt.
Yeah,
Other
yeah.
Matt.
Yeah, so that's been a little bit of a revisiting, thinking about that.
Yeah, 'cause that was
thing for the company
iconic.
Christmas
Yes.
party this year. So
a little more context. Matt was worried about us hitting our bar tab
yeah, that was a bad
amount,
choice.
and we had no problem with
Yeah.
that.
Has it been beaten since? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, prices go
Christmas
up.
parties since then?
Prices go up, and so it's
yes.
And we have a little bit more people. Like we have one or two more people. So yeah.
So
we've
that
beaten it.
wasn't the worst.
But it's not. It's worst isn't the right thing. It's just
highest.
I truly did not. It's not that I didn't think that we could. I wanted to make sure that we did.
Compliance.
But what actually happened was I condoned a lot of alcohol consumption. That's what really happened. So,
Enough.
anyways,
Yeah, good times.
Would you say you blessed it?
no. No, condoned only. No blessing was going on there.
Participated in it.
Well, one other fun thing I was reminiscing about was whenever people start this job and we're like, yeah, we do YouTube, there's no expectation that they participate in YouTube. But I think there's like this weird peer pressure thing of maybe I should, like, will I be helpful if I do? And so I think that made its way to Ashley originally, and we were like, hey, we could come up with a topic, and you didn't want to be on camera alone. You wanted
Yes.
to have someone with you, and so we like
I
sat
sound like a child, but that is exactly
at the
what
table
happened.
together, and I like wasn't even in the shot for the first couple minutes, and then I'm there, and so it was our team's breakout rooms
Yes.
video.
That whole thing about YouTube and creating content is an interesting dynamic at a business when you're hiring someone or when you get somebody involved, especially at a smaller organization, because when you have time free or when you're like, hey, I've got something that I could be doing, and for us, we're like, well, content's really important. We should be doing content and awareness.
Yeah.
And then it becomes like, oh, okay, well, I'll do that. But then when the reality sets in that I'm going to be sitting in front of a camera that's going to be like immortalized, you're pretty much not going to get rid of it. It just changes the way people think about it.
I just realized I forgot to do our first giveaway. We were supposed
Oh.
to, right? Like
I was
before
just
she
thinking
came
about
out.
that too.
What are we
Guys,
giving away?
Let's give away. We're giving away a course first. Let's show the course giveaway
And
slide.
then we're going to give away some swag.
If
Nice,
you want
swag's
a seat to our 365 Foundations course, this is your last chance to type join in the chat, and we will be doing more. So, Cam, in like 5 seconds, let's hit pick a winner, and they're going to show up on the TV for us. We'll be able to see. Oh,
We're doing it now, or? Okay.
well, and I lost.
That's why I went
put
black.
the 50 up.
Problems with live production.
In the giveaway, we lost it all.
While they're figuring that out, somebody did ask, can we get each of your top productivity tips?
Oh, we selected more than one person?
Does anybody know what that means?
I don't know. We can give 2 away.
Cam, what happened?
There's like 3. To all of them, everybody got selected.
Oh.
You pressed it once and 3 came up?
We had
Everyone's a
hiccup.
winner.
We had a hiccup. So we'll just say this one.
Figure it
James
out.
is at the top of the list. We'll give it away to James. So James, if you want to reach out you know how to reach somebody here. We'll just say go reach out to him, and we'll get you a seat to the course.
I'll hook you up.
Yeah. With that, it looks like something, messed up. Cal, I know you're rep. We need to redo the join thing now. So if you do exclamation join again, and maybe we'll give away an extra because of the issues
Snafu.
here.
I'm cool if we give
Guys,
away 2.
this is the nature of live.
It's live, it's
We're
fine.
just
We
trying
can give
to-
away 2.
Yeah.
Callum got robbed.
So go back in the chat and type exclamation join to rejoin the giveaway, because we're going to be giving away more.
So everybody,
Later.
exclamation join. Do it again in chat. Even if you did it before, do it again so you can make sure that you get in on the next one.
There we go. Cool. People are doing it. Fun note on that recording, though.
Our joint video.
Yeah. My microphone didn't record, and only yours did. This was like early in the day, so we didn't have a process of, I'll give it to you. And so I had to like recover my audio from your microphone. It sounds terrible. And so the act of me having to participate in your video like is twice as bad because my
Made
microphone,
twice as
it
much
sounds
work.
bad.
It's a lot of
and-
work. Yeah.
And so I'm just like,
Paid the price.
but then
But
you
that-
did your next one alone, and
Did I do the next one alone? That's what I was
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
think of. How many did I make you do with me?
I think it was only the first one because I think after the first one, it wasn't. We had a small number of people. It wasn't like it was okay.
Yeah, we would get like, I mean, that was when it was brand new.
Yeah, very very small.
Yes, but you were still a heavy participant in my videos because I required a high level of coaching.
We
Yeah.
all do. Nobody ever lives up to Mitch's expectation.
Some of us don't care as much anymore.
So maybe it felt more
true.
joint to me,
Yeah.
even though it
well, yeah,
wasn't.
they were a labor of love, like you used that term earlier. Nobody likes sitting in front of a camera and having to perform and say it the right way, and it required some coaching sometimes.
There's also
A
it's been a learning experience just in how to do all of that, because you got to learn how to take the criticism or the direction, but then also giving direction that is appropriate, and then everybody has a little bit different goals about what they really want to talk about, and then we were writing them from blogs.
Yeah.
And so then the blog might work one way, but
Yeah.
something that works for a blog doesn't work for a video. It's the thing.
So we'd have to like reformat the blog post into something that we thought would work for a video.
Yeah, or just, especially back then, we would do that a lot. Now we're like, it's okay that they're different. Like, it's okay. Because it was too much work. It was so much work rewriting the blogs or trying to make them really
Yeah.
map really, really
And
well.
then
I think
reviewing
more
it
often
with our
now-
producer.
Yeah, exactly.
More often now, we take the most important thing out of a blog and make a video out of just that.
Just
part
that
of
one
it.
piece, yeah.
Because the video doesn't need to be 30 minutes long.
Well, the other thing is it's really hard
and
to
Mike
do.
writes books, so
I mean, that's in my case. Also, I was just reflecting on like whether or not we take direction as direction or direction as criticism.
I mean, it's a little bit of all
and
of the
having
above.
I don't know. If we can avoid taking it as criticism, we do a lot better.
I definitely took it as direction. I was like, I just need to be told exactly what to do because I wasn't
Yeah.
comfortable on my own.
and everybody's different in that light. Like if I tell Matt exactly what to say, there's no chance that's what he's gonna say.
No, and that's not because it's not because I don't want to.
I know, I
I just
know.
can't. It's not my voice. It's not my. I
Right,
can't do it.
exactly. And then Mike, I feel like you can get frustrated if I make you do things too many times or things like that, because you have the thing you want to say and you get it out, and I'm like,
I had my standard is I don't know if your standard's lower. My standard's probably a bit lower than yours. Like there is definitely a good enough for me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, the audience will give us if they think
if they think
like
my
the
content is good enough,
or I don't know.
hashtag good enough.
Well, I've also had to stop like worrying so much about all the views because it just doesn't matter, really. Like trying to go, oh, how is it progressing in the next? I used to watch that stuff all the time, and now I'm like, maybe once a month or kind of thing. I'll kind of compare a little bit between them all, but
Yeah, or especially in the process of coming up with the idea,
Planning for
of
new-
like, how do we make this go
viral.
viral or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
Hey, maybe this is a good.
Somebody posted, my husband is a one-take podcaster. It's rare.
That is rare.
So rare.
Yeah.
This is our attempt at that right now.
It's interesting. Our podcast. So to give some a little bit of behind the scenes, a little bit, we generally do our podcasts in one take. We very rarely we try our best not to have to redo stuff. Our biggest problem will be like we have a rough structure of what we want to do on podcasts, but then when somebody goes off the rails, like either talks way too much or doesn't say something that somebody else wants, and then we're like, okay, we got to stop,
When
and then we got
someone
to
does
start
it.
over again. It's not always me. It is often me, I will say, but it's not always me.
I'd always feel bad because I'm like, oh gosh, like I keep screwing up. Mitch would have to
We
start
gotta do it over again.
He was the
Yeah.
editor at the time, and then I'm like, he's gonna have to edit this
Slice
so
and dice.
much. Yeah.
And then it comes out on the other side, and you're like, that was me.
I'm like, that's
that.
some sort of miracle.
Yeah.
Some of these videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Let's because she's here, let's offer a question to her.
Yeah.
Someone just asked, how do you minimize micromanaging? I feel like we can. That's in your arena. How do we?
Yeah, because you're managing people now,
You
right?
How
want
do
to try to
minimize
answer that one?
micromanaging? I always think managers should manage to an outcome, not to a
Task or a activity
method
that
or
somebody-
like a
yeah.
how.
Yeah.
So
Yup.
I find I do better with like, especially for me with not as technical of a background. And, you know, I shouldn't be telling the experts how to do something, like how to engineer something. But I feel that a lot, even with, you know, managers I have or have had. I think we all do better if they give like their outcome, deadline, and then let people
Do what they got to do.
do what they need to do.
This is what I need. This is when I need it, and this is why.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if somebody can't,
Why is important.
if somebody
part.
can't do that, then you should probably fire them, and then that would get rid of some micromanaging too.
So
That's right.
what people get frustrated about that, I've heard it from before, is like, well, now they can just do whatever, and what happens when they get stuck and they spin and whatever.
This was her question. We were just talking about you
Fine.
talking too much, and
I think
Fine,
I
this is
answered.
what
I think we're
happens.
ready to discuss. Yeah.
I agree that you answered. That's I was just trying
Once
to
again,
add
he said
on.
something you didn't want him to say.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I get
shoot, it's happening, you guys.
right live right now.
You got normally
this is a
gets
podcast.
cut. Maybe we should do all of them live.
How many do you do live?
This is the first one we've ever done
We've never
live.
done
I
them
was,
live.
yeah, so I was
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
That's why
first
it's
one.
extra fun. Matt was thrilled by this concept when we brought it up. He was like,
He was
"Give
all
to
about
me.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it."
He was
I
the
was the
most.
one
I would say he was
suggested
the,
it.
he was the
I was
most
the
excited
I was
one.
the force behind it. Yep,
Yeah.
that's
Jump out of bed this morning.
if anybody doesn't catch the sarcasm, it's there.
Let's throw one more Ashley's way. Do you have any top productivity tips? Someone asked. Callum asked that earlier.
You know, something I probably would have answered differently, but I feel like in the past couple of weeks, talking to friends, I have learned a very basic thing that people are not doing, which would dramatically improve productivity, but people are still mainly like emailing. I was at dinner randomly with my friends. I ran into a friend at school pickup, and our daughters were going to dinner at the same place. So I was talking to her at dinner, and she was, you know, had a work event that day, and so she was behind in emails, and we're talking simple stuff, and I just started asking her, like, about the types of emails she was getting. I'm like, do people chat you? Like, do you guys have Teams or Slack or anything? And I've had the same conversation twice in the past couple weeks. They have it, but they don't really use it for that. And I'm like, if someone has a quick question, like how much are we delaying that work by, creating an email, which people put more time into that. They're more formal. Then you send the email. You don't know if I'll ignore my email for hours if I'm working on something and I'm responding to chats. But I just am like, how much is getting delayed of work that's sitting in people's inboxes?
Yep.
So I think that's what I would say right now. I can't
Get
believe
out
how
of
many
your inbox.
people are still not utilizing chat.
That's
Am
real.
I allowed to agree?
Nope.
You have 30 seconds.
30
Yes.
seconds. I love it. That's exactly what we talk about all the
You
time.
know what? This is what we call a game of constraints. It requires creativity for Matt to get all of it down into like this distilled, and that's where
I just like to talk
our
with people, I'm
courses
sorry.
come from, because we're like, oh, this
You
really
just try to control me. That's okay.
Try to control it.
concise idea comes from.
He broke it all the way down
So
into I love it.
I
That
love
was
it.
so creative of him.
I love it.
So I'm gonna claim.
should be proud of him.
It is a good thing.
Claim it all you want.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, I'll back up. I'm sorry, Matt. Can you, let's hear what
Live
you have to say.
apology.
I'm good. I said it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Okay. Well, we are going to shift into a different topic. Ashley, you're welcome to hang out, but we had the spotlight on you for a little bit. You're
Thanks.
not required to
Yeah,
hang
I'll
out.
hang out next door.
Okay,
That
cool.
sound good?
Well, it's
Yeah,
good to see
please
you
hang
guys.
out.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'll
for
see
We'll
you
chat
joining
later.
us.
later.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So we're going to do another giveaway here. This one's going to be for swag. So let's throw that slide up. Yeah. This is going to be, we have some T-shirts, we have some hats, we have sweatshirts and things like that. We're basically going to give people a credit to our store. But maybe I want to get that link for Livy. I don't know if she even has it. We technically have a store. We just don't publicize it. We use it mostly for internal uses. But it's theoretically people can go buy a T-shirt or whatever. So I'll find that link while we're doing this giveaway. So it looks like we have 7 entries. Let's pick somebody.
Hopefully it picks one. Yay!
Maurizio, shoot, he's in Italy.
That will be a challenge.
We can't do Shopify in Italy.
How about
Maybe-
how
no,
about
we can-
How about we order it here and we'll mail it to him?
Yeah, we'll get it to
We'll
him.
get it to him.
Yeah. Okay. So reach out to us at marketing@bulb.digital, and we'll connect
figure
the
it out.
dots for you. Yeah, that'll be
We
fun.
got to we can get sizes and whatever and sort it out.
Cool. Great. So we have six people in the giveaway still. Yeah, he says, yeah, sweet. Let's see. Let's do one more question, and then I'm going to shift into a prediction. So yeah, don't stop it, but you can reset it. Yeah. So because I don't want to lose the people who are
The 6 people already there. We don't want to make them have to type it in again.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But it's not stop. There's reset or stop, right? So just do reset. Yeah. Ready? Watch. He's gonna.
Nope.
Oh
He
my
was right.
gosh. He is right. You guys, this is
Put it back in, guys. Everybody.
this is why. You know what?
Exclamation
this is
join.
all under the guise of engagement, because if YouTube sees people chatting,
Yeah,
with
we did this on purpose.
This giveaway.
Mitch knew for sure that would stop it.
Our
That's what he
next
did.
giveaway will be for.
We're sorry, everybody.
Of course, it's making sure people are listening at the very least. Yeah, it's kind of silly, but thanks everyone for dealing with the.
Yeah, sorry, everybody.
I thought we did that we prepped for this thing, and I thought we figured that part out. We're gonna go to actually.
You're gonna do one more question,
Let's
right?
do
You
one
said?
more question. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mitch asked, how much time do you spend on average for content creation, like blogs, videos, podcasts, and how do you budget them in respect to billable hours?
This is a great question.
I should have passed on this question because
No, I saw it and I was like, this is good if he's going to go for this one. It's really, 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 really hard to explain because our content creation is unlike a lot of other channels. We believe we're creating unique content, not content that is having a different voice. And so because of that, there's a lot of effort put in idea creation, business strategy that technically is required to create the content, right? So if you split it out just, hey, how much are we spending just to create content? On any particular video of our time, not editing time or other things, could be anywhere from 3 hours to 8 hours, depending on what.
Mike's is probably like.
Mike produces it really fast. He can create content like crazy.
Oh, so I forgot. It's you.
I take a really long time. Yeah, I take a really long time. So it just creating a particular thing, it can be that long. But a lot of the things, like having a formalized thought around topic-based communication, it's been something I've talked about and thought about for a long time. But you never really get it distilled because nobody else is talking about it and nobody else has an opinion about it. Nobody else is doing that kind of stuff. And so, it was years of thinking and little things here and there and conversations and to try to distill it into something you could actually put into a blog, right? Mm-hmm. The concept was there, but how do you make it something that you can kind of explain? And so it's a wide variety of things. The question about billable hours, it's a struggle. There's no doubt about it. The three of us are huge input both in billable hours for our organization, but also in the content creation. And it's a challenge. I think, for example, the topic communication one, I did it on the weekends. I did it on a Saturday, Sundays. So it didn't impact, billable hours because we had a lot of work going on at the time, and that's what I did.
These guys' time tracking is a little funny too.
Well, yes, we won't get into that. But it's definitely a challenge.
We rely on individuals. There's our process, we collaborate on the idea and then we split into individuals and then we come back together a couple times.
Yep.
And every one of those iterations can make things spiral or make them really good. And so each scenario is a little bit different. And that process, you might realize we used to do more with more of our team. And while that was a ton of fun, it just
very
elevates.
Expensive.
Yeah, it makes it a lot more expensive. So it's not something we definitely don't want to do in the future. I think it's something we want to slowly fold back in, but we found ourselves in a spot where we're like, oh my gosh, we're spending a lot of time on this.
It also makes a lot of editing.
Yeah.
And a lot of not just
especially the
content
YouTube
creation,
stuff.
but
which on that note, in the chat, Capture Video Marketing says, congrats on the 50th episode. That's huge. Keep it up. They are our current video editor.
Yeah.
So if you need if you like our stuff and are wondering where it comes from, the recent stuff is from them.
It's from them, yeah.
There's a little plug for them.
Yeah.
Doing a good job. But yeah, that fed into
we're doing a video a week.
Person?
We were trying to do a video a week at one point in time.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of editing and a lot, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And the content we created was great, and I love being able to do it. And it's actually, it hurts me right now because people ask for I want more content. People want a lot of the Copilot stuff the last one that I did. Mm-hmm. But it's just hard. It's hard to keep that up with running a business that's currently the primary monetary how we make money, right?
Yeah.
So
getting Livy that link. Oops.
Hopefully that answers the question. I think we were pretty open about that, but it's that's a really, really good question, and we are challenged by that very question on a regular basis.
Yeah, and it's really hard to attribute.
Yeah.
This video resulted in this thing for the business, and so that's why we, originally our mission was literally just let's help people, and over time, it's become a little bit more, like Matt said, when we're coming up with concepts, it's a little more associated with, well, what kind of work do we foresee in our future, or do we foresee people needing help within the future? And so we incorporate a little bit more business strategy into maybe the types of things that we do if we have to choose a very small subset of things. As we include more people and do frequency, like that becomes less important because we can, anyway. Yeah, Livy just posted that. If you want some swag, it's all out there. Modeled by our partners here in the room. So, good work. Let's see. So let's move on to our next segment. So we are going to be doing a segment about explain this picture.
Oh no.
So what we're going to do is we're going to
no.
put up a picture on the stream for Matt and Mike that they haven't seen. That
is
like,
it one that we
they're
have
gonna
seen in the
explain.
past? Yes. Oh gosh.
Maybe. I kept it kind.
Okay.
Is what I'll say.
Well, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So I'm just gonna lean on. Or should I do another giveaway first? Let's give away a course first, and then we'll get into those.
Yeah,
So
we're probably
let's-
behind a bit on that.
Right. So let's do another draw. Who's gonna get a course? Here it is, foundations. We've been getting good feedback on that. If you've taken it and you're in chat and want to let us know what you think, that would be awesome.
We are always looking for feedback.
Chichikov. I don't know how to say that, but that's my best attempt. 15. Feel free to reach out to us over at marketing@bulb.digital. Send us an email, and we'll get you your seat to the course.
Yeah.
Congrats. Cool. It says woohoo. Sweet. Okay.
Let's see this picture.
Yeah. Maybe let's just leave here. Let's hide it. We're gonna leave it, and then we can select another one so you guys don't have to redo it. Okay. Cam, I'm gonna leave it up to you to pick a picture, and you can pick
Are they
your
gonna show,
favorite.
Mike? Have you seen any
I don't
of
know.
these?
Say we'll do
I've seen
5 or something.
I'm not very concerned about it.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. If
Oh.
do you know what this is?
Yeah.
What is this? What is this representation of?
We went on lunch to go buy the TVs for in the office.
Yeah, in our first office.
Yeah.
This was, but it's more significant than that. This is the first thing that Bulb Digital ever owned as a business. You guys bought things like with your own little side hustles in those accounts or whatever, but this was Bulb,
right? Is
a
he- are you
Bulb
sure?
asset.
I don't think that's the first bulb asset.
I
mean,
had
it's-
to push you guys to
it's-
buy something.
which
'cause
office?
We didn't own
I mean, it's the
anything.
first thing you got us to buy.
in the old,
that
in
is,
the old,
I'm sure true.
the old office.
Okay, the second floor there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. So the furniture that was in
We
there
used their
was their
tables.
stuff.
Yeah, it was all their stuff.
All of
yeah.
our like equipment was our
Yeah.
own
So
stuff.
okay, let me give some backstory. So the original office for Bulb Digital was we have a customer that we've worked with for a very long time. Actually, Mike and myself worked with them back when we were talking about our history, like in the second job we were ever in, and then we came back and worked for them again, and they had a big project for us, and they had a space, and we're like, hey, just plop down. And so it was the three of us and one other guy plopped in a
Were you BYOD?
yeah,
Yeah.
he was yeah.
We have a picture of that. Why don't you show the,
So
the picture
we were
of
in
that?
we were in this little cubicle, all four of us, like for a year or more. Then they
think
had a
it's the
spot
first
that
picture.
they would rented us, and so but it was very much the same kind of thing. It was just a room with a bunch of tables in the middle, and everybody kind of so this is that
Wow.
the
Look,
cube.
look how much less gray there is in that beard.
And you also get a
Can't change the
old
look and
view
put
of the
presenter.
of our bulb logo. If you look at the bottom there, that is old school bulb
There you
logo
go.
from long ago.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is that. This
Yeah,
is
why
that.
Bear Bulb down on the bottom? We used
Yep.
to be called Bear Bulb companies.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
was me working on our website.
Which there was many recommendations that bare bulb companies.
There's a reason why we
Yeah.
have a different name now.
So yeah, that's good times. So that TV was. I'm pretty positive.
It's for sure the first thing that you got us to buy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether or not it's the first thing we ever bought, but it's probably pretty close. Yeah.
You guys, that was pulling teeth.
I didn't think that was in that other office though. I thought that was
Yeah,
here.
we put it on that wall.
Yeah.
I remember getting it into your car was a problem. It was tough because I'm pretty sure it was your car. Either that or it was my car.
I think it was your car. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like
I had to like.
you had to sit up
crouched over it, yeah.
forward. Yeah, it was
Good
tough.
times. Let's do another picture.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, that was.
Yeah.
What's this one, Matt?
So this is the current office, and when we moved into the office, this was it was all black on the floor, but the black was chipping up, and so we started scraping all of the black paint away, and that's what it is today. It's now all
It was
just
like
concrete.
a side project. Like if we would get bored,
Yeah, we would
someone
just go
would go pick
scrape
up
it.
the scraper and
Yeah. Or if I needed a break in
Right.
the evening or something, I would just go scrape it for a little while. But then this is our first birthday breakfast.
yeah. So we
Whose birthday was it?
I carved. Yeah, whose birthday was it?
It was mine.
There it is.
Happy birthday to Matt Dressel.
Mm-hmm.
So we marked it in the floor as a testament to how
yeah,
much we love him.
Yeah.
Let's do another one. You see what that says up there?
Conference room build.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it used to be called.
it still is.
It is cached as that. Yes, it is not currently called that, but as cached as that.
So the
Prestige
joke from
Worldwide. For
Step
all of you
Brothers.
Step Brothers fans.
Yeah, we literally named our conference room Prestige Worldwide Conference Room for a hot minute.
It was long enough for me to go. When people started getting emails from Prestige Worldwide at bulb.digital, I was like, hey, this probably ain't going to be good.
What's wrong with that? I still think that's okay.
I got feedback from a customer that was like, hey, I find it funny, but I don't know that other people will.
Catalina wine mixer. That's
Yep.
what they're talking about in the chat right now. Matt Russell wouldn't get it, but yep.
I mean, they made me watch it. I had never seen it before.
Yeah.
It was right around the time, because it was this office that you guys made me watch it. I tried to ignore it, but the opening scene was enough for me,
It
like,
just lives
whatever.
in our memories now. Let's do another one. I feel like we're rolling with these. Yes.
This is the first office.
Where the TV was hanging.
The first real office.
Yep.
Yep.
And this was move out day.
So
Is that was move out?
Yep.
yep, we were moving out into this office, but notice how big it is. Like it is.
And we had 6 people.
There is no room
There was no room to do anything.
on the other side of me. in
That's
that
when we
photo.
chose this now.
Yeah, that's what we walked. That's what it looked like when we got there. So that is our first office.
Yep. One room.
Yep.
One tiny
So
room.
it was. We painted the walls. That was a big thing for us. We requested them get.
But they did it for us.
Yeah.
Unlike our current, we would have to pay for it, or
Yeah.
we would paint it ourselves.
Yep.
They were great. They were great landlords.
Let's do a couple more, and then we can move into our next segment.
Oh yeah, this is our first team outing.
Yep.
Yeah, so
2018.
we went out to escape room. Yeah, that's the first one that we ever. It wasn't really like it was planned, but it wasn't like we're gonna do this all the time. And then we
It
decided
wasn't
to
a
just
system,
do it.
right? It was just.
Yeah, we just decided we would go down on a Friday
Yeah.
afternoon.
So folks here probably recognize Matt Kahn. He's there on the left. Mike has like this mighty lion mane beard going on. It's
And then we got some
pretty
people
large.
probably nobody's seen.
Some of us got
Yeah.
it.
From the before times. That's good. Hit us with another one, Cam. I have like 20.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
The great
No one has seen this before.
logo project of
I mean,
2017 when it went.
We've never publicized this.
yeah.
This was in the process of coming up with the new name because Barrel Bulb was not it. We said let's be named Bulb Digital, and
We needed a different name. We decided on Bulb Digital, but then we were like, we need a better logo.
Naturally, we decided to do it ourselves. and then
Naturally, we
thought
decided
about
to
it.
make it a big production,
To say the
and it
least.
was hotly contested, very distracting, very, yeah.
As I recall, we needed the compliance officer to make the final decision, or something.
You
needed
needed
to
the
support,
you needed the compliance officer to accept the result.
something like that. Yeah, and it took a long time.
I mean, that's not the part that took a long time. It took a long time to get to this point, and then the next point, where we actually had a final thing.
Yeah. So for someone maybe just listening, what we have on the screen now is a picture of a wall, bunch of paper, different logos on it, and you will see the final one there. It's the second row that we ended up choosing, but there's a couple other good winners in there that maybe if we ever want to revisit, we could do that. I know Matt is just hankering for that.
Definitely low on my list.
Yeah.
My choice wasn't even in this. Didn't even make this far.
Probably not. Yeah. All right. Let's do one more. Two more? What? Okay, two more.
Uh-oh, he's got one he
Cam
wants
has
us to get
two.
to.
Oh, this is my favorite one. This is my Slack profile picture still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is against policy, but whatever.
Well, hey, that's the compliance guy.
Yeah.
Leave it to him to say it's against policy.
I just don't know why we take headshots of everybody and then that's what we use. That's all.
I like this picture of me because I have more hair on the top.
I mean,
it's a
we
photo of
got some
Mike.
people who know how to Photoshop. We can do that to every one of
Like
your
an old
headshots.
school war photo of
Right.
Mike looking
A tin type. They call that a tin type.
tin type. Okay.
Didn't you use AI to do this or something?
No,
No.
this was before AI.
No, somebody with Photoshop skills did it for me, and I loved it so much I made it
Was
my
it
profile
Dominic?
picture.
Yeah.
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 Shout out to Dominic.
Dominic.
I would read the collected letters of this guy.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, let's do another one. Remember what this is?
Yeah, so this was the
GLS, right?
GLS,
Where we
yeah.
met Emma.
Global Leadership Summit.
Yeah. I think this is the year that we met Emma, right?
Yeah, that would be the
Yeah.
one.
Because it was the first one, I think.
Theoretically, Emma could be sitting right behind us.
Yeah, one or two rows behind us.
At one point, she was sitting right behind
Yeah, yeah,
us.
right behind us. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know if this was that moment, but kind of fun.
How much better of a picture would it have been if she was like in
Was
the
right there.
background?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, related. You remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye birthday cake or goodbye cake
Yeah.
for Emma.
Emma was a big
Office.
Office fan.
Big time.
And so
Is.
Well, yeah,
She's not dead.
Yeah, no. She just wasn't able to make it to this. Okay. When Dwight does the party, he's in charge of planning a party like for Angela or something, and he puts up a banner. that
Kelly.
says-
It's for Kelly.
Oh, it's for Kelly. Yes.
Yeah.
It is your birthday.
Right.
Period. And brown like half blown up balloons.
Right.
It's very obnoxious. And so we said, let's send Emma off with a cake, and we made her a cake that just says, "It is your last day." Period. Yep.
Sad day.
Thanks to Dwight Schrute for the cake decorating. Absolutely. Okay. Any other fun? I'm trying to remember if there's any that I wanted to hit, but why don't we do another giveaway while I'm checking that. This one's for swag.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like we did a bunch of courses in a row. Do swag.
That's okay.
That's okay. And then
It'll show the
we'll
second
select
one
it
next.
again. Yep.
The only problem is that the third one, it won't show if we have to do a third one. Uh-oh. That's way more than
Tracy.
Tracy must be it.
Yeah, Tracy. Congrats, Tracy. If you want to reach out to us, marketing@bulb.digital, we can get you some swag. Good work.
We should have had a cake made for this live stream.
I know.
I could go for some cake right now.
Yeah.
No, it's a technical challenge. So the Kov. Yours is still up there from the last win, and so Tracy is the one that won.
Yeah,
this
there's
time
something going on with
the tool we're using is not working how we expected it to work.
we did it. We tested this.
But I could build a better one with Power Apps.
I'm just speaking truth.
Okay, so we can clear that off, and let's talk about our last segment here. So, the last thing that I want to go through is we've been doing this for 4 years, right? Like that's
type of thing, yeah.
Right. If we're thinking back to what that reality was like of what if we start a podcast, what was technology like at that point in time, and then fast forward 4 years later, and it's like quite a different world that we seem to be in now. What's 4 years beyond this? What's going to happen in the space in regards to AI, Microsoft, us?
That's pretty broad.
What do you think? What's going to happen?
I think we should ask
Make a prediction.
Matt.
This is what we're going to go back to in 5 years and
Yes.
say,
And
remember?
Check it.
So he's the one I would want to hear the technology predictions from.
Oh my goodness. I think making specific technology predictions in this context is a little bit iffy. But I would say that I think the journey that we are on, and encouraging people to be on, will be so much further along. Like complete is probably not the right word, but like there is, Ashley was just mentioning, why are we doing emails so much, right? I have to believe that in 4 years, we're going to be sitting in a world where more than 50% of the people, more than 50% of the organizations are either transitioning or already on their way to moving out of that. Maybe through AI, maybe through better adoption of the tools they have, maybe through lots of different ways. But I think for us, and germane to us, I think that's a huge thing. If you really, really want to push on technology, I think, and if I limit it just to Microsoft and I limit it to just what we focus on, I think there are some really great things that are going to be happening within Copilot, Teams, SharePoint, like all of these tools finally actually coming together. They have oftentimes felt very disconnected, but I believe that is going to be something that is transformative going forward, either through Copilot, meaning Copilot will make it easier to do the right thing the first time, but I also think Microsoft is starting to align better with how we think about things in regards to don't start with personal, don't start with individual. That is stupid. You're selling to businesses. You're not selling to individuals. And that transformation will be huge, in my opinion, for how these things work going forward.
That's funny. Callum says 4 years from now, still don't think I went. Callum, you can email us too.
Well, I think we said that already for the first one, because I think he was one of the two at the top on that.
Yeah. We only had a couple people join. You all can just email us. But we know who you are. That's interesting. The thing that I thought of while you were talking through that is I felt similar to it with blockchain years ago, right? When all of a sudden blockchain is the thing, it's going to revolutionize. It's going to all be part of everything we do everywhere. Why? And obviously that didn't happen.
It didn't happen, no.
There's still future potential for it, but is this just another one of those moments?
No, specific to AI, because I think that's what you're really talking about. This is different because it's already invaded. Like blockchain was never, ever, 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 ever something that I would ever even talk to someone who's not tech savvy to go, hey, I think you should use this. Never. Mm-hmm. Some people were like, it's everybody should learn it. Everybody should understand how it works and whatever. Mm-hmm. But I never was like that. Now it's like, if you're not, number one, everyone is already using it. because every time they do a Google search, they get an AI result.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, every company everywhere, seemingly, is buying into the concept that I can just implement AI and reduce my costs, right? And they're doing so by literally just like letting people go, especially in the tech industry, but even other ones. It's there. Like, it moves so quickly. Blockchain never was that way. Blockchain was always some tech guy was going to build a thing that somebody else could use that would leverage blockchain, that somebody else could get better. The technology is just being used by everyone.
Sure. So it's AI is firsthand.
Yeah.
Blockchain was always second.
Yeah. And so it was always up to the tech people to do the convincing and the implementing and everything else.
The only hand thing of blockchain that I experienced was payments. That
I mean, yes.
Right. But then
But
it's
you
like,
didn't seek out a
what is
blockchain
what's
payment.
the price of Bitcoin based on, and that's changing, and it doesn't seem like sustainable to base everything on that. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the real thing. So if you think about AI in particular, 4 years from now, agentic stuff, like actually having it do tasks for people, that's the big question. And I think it's going to be there. I think that there's so much money being poured into it that people are going to do it. I don't know if it will be sustainable or ubiquitous. I think we'll get there. I think you will be able to have, I think you already do in some cases, have agents that can operate relatively autonomously. However, I don't know if it's sustainable, and I don't know if it's going to be ubiquitous. Like, I don't know about that.
Okay. What about you, Mike? Everything's going to be a model-driven app?
No, I was just thinking about the AI thing, and I do think that there will be ubiquity in terms of the use of something like Copilot within all of the tools. So if you're authoring a Microsoft form or you're building an app or whatever you're doing, it's already there, but people aren't using it to the extent that it could be used, and it's still early, and so it's not the greatest in all scenarios, but it is very powerful. And to that end, when it comes to creating things like forms or presentations or things that get delivered or consumed visually, I think the real commoditization is going to happen for the creatives. Because I think Copilot, it's already got some capability in just applying styles and themes to things like Microsoft Forms and to SharePoint sites and things like that, and generating images now. I can make a beautiful presentation, and I don't need a designer anymore.
I'm gonna take the point of, I think that people will do that and try to get rid of designers, but I think it's a fail. I think
Agreed.
I think what it should happen is that people who weren't able, because no one's going to pay a designer to help them anyways build a great presentation, will now be able to create great presentations.
Yeah, I think I'm saying it more because the overall quality of everything is going to go up because everybody's going to be able to afford that service.
Meaning you may still have a designer, but you won't have five.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think
fair.
It becomes more of a commodity because the machine can just do 80%, 70% of it for you, and it's 50% better than what I was doing.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I was just watching a short from Charlie Puth on YouTube about, will AI take like the music industry?
Music industry, yeah.
And
apparently there's a country song that's top of the charts right now, by the way.
His response was interesting in that AI seeks perfection. And the beauty of particularly music comes from imperfections in the music. Like when everything is exact and on beat and perfectly calculated, it sounds that way. Like you can tell that there's not a human hand in it, and you don't detect that like emotional response as easy.
Yeah, another way to say it would be uniformity. Like it is trying to fit it in a box.
Yeah.
And would we ever have had rock music? Would we ever have had like all the different genres and things that we have if we weren't involved? Probably not, because AI wouldn't have known that anybody would like it, and so then it wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
So it's all, we're getting deep, but it's a very interesting thing.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Well, I would say my response to this is a little bit different in that I hope 4 years from now or whatever that our equation that was being asked earlier has changed of how much time do you spend on this stuff is versus a billable, et cetera. In that right now we are still seeking a critical mass that makes us feel like even doing this was like no brainer. We should absolutely do like it's always if not this, that, or if you choose something to do something you're choosing to not do something else, and that hurts the creativity and experimentation side. And I long for a day where I hope 4 years from now we're looking back and it's like we're going to record in the studio because so many people have told us they want this thing, and we can see a sustainable business model in that context. And we don't have that figured out quite yet, but we're still working on it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So hopefully I can watch this back in a couple of years. Let's see. There was another question. Our business is dictating that at the moment, though, through nervous
AI, like, hey, you got to use AI.
Yeah. Are they more comfortable with Power Automate rather than an agent-driven app?
I think businesses are dictating it because they are afraid they will miss out more than anything else.
Out of fear.
Maybe you talk nervousness, maybe more out of fear that their competitors will figure it out. Their comfort with other tools, I mean, the promise of what Power Automate can do and the investment, if you weren't already investing in it, you're already behind the times, right? If you're not already doing automation, helping your team members and your processes improve, you're already behind the times. And so it's not an and or, people are doing both.
I think my thought, I was talking to someone from Microsoft about this the other day, is that until AI becomes this, like, it knows deeply all of the tools that you're working with and how to do everything, it's not gonna, it's gonna be this weird in the middle world, because people find frustration of, I can do this, but it can't do that. And they're building connectors, so you need to build an agent that has inputs and specific outputs. And like there's a part of that is very good and helpful, but it doesn't entirely like get in to know your business deeply and understand your intent and think ahead for you, because it can't. It doesn't have that level of integration yet. And so I think that goes to play into the, should we invest in AI, should we not? And I don't know. It's going to be an interesting next couple of years.
It's going to be an interesting ride.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we should wrap it up there. We're right at 3:30. We do have an announcement for anyone watching. We are going to be doing a discount on our course for the rest of the day. So if you weren't one of our winners, but you're interested in getting into the course, we are doing a 50% off discount for the rest of the day. You can buy as many seats as you want at 50% off. It's just a little way that we can celebrate this 50th episode. I think Livy's going to drop the code for that, but you can go into our store and enter the code, and it will, there we go, 50% off code. So yeah, if you're interested, head to bulb.digital/365, and that will get you a nice little discount. But it's only available till midnight Eastern tonight.
And everybody can say hi and chat to Livy. She's at home, not feeling great, and still working to help us with this.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate
Props
it.
to Livy. She was supposed to be right here.
Yeah, she was supposed to be right here. We would be able to bring her on camera.
Yeah.
But
we appreciate Livy. Cool. Well, thanks guys for joining. This has been awesome to dig into, and we will be back. We're actually going to record another episode here next week. So we appreciate you joining.
Back to a more standard
podcast. Regular programming. So
Format.
thanks all for joining. It's been a ton of fun. Let us know how you like this live stream format, and we'll see you again soon.